This is a little story I like to call Treason Theater. It is about the events that occurred at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Now here you'll see a picture of the very famous Viking guy that insurrected the Capitol, but this is before that happened. He was posing with Pelosi's stepson, Voss. Interesting that they were together before. Now here's another picture of him shaking hands with Rudy Giuliani, and you'll notice to the right that he's actually an actor, a registered actor, and he was hired to do this job, obviously. And they created a whole backstory for him so that they could make it somewhat believable, saying that he was a QAnon, which is an anonymous person that follows a guy named Q on the internet, and they're Trump supporters. So in order to create this backstory, they actually created this fake podcast that's completely theater to make it appear as though this Jake Angeli guy, or what the podcast like to call him, was Q Shaman. Now we have a picture here of one of the episodes that talks about Q Shaman going to QCon. And there's actually 100 episodes of this podcast, and on this particular one they talk about QCon, which is another thing that they just made up to make the story seem believable. Their QAnons would never go to something called QCon. Like, that's why they have a non in their name. They don't go to conferences like that, but they do go to Trump rallies, so that's where they would have gone instead of QCon, which is just a ridiculous claim by the media that's entirely made up. So then here we have another actor that appears to be an actor, famous person here, but I believe who this person is the same as who we're going to see here in this photo. Whoa, is that not the same guy? Let's go back to the other picture of him. Looks like the same guy. Yep. Now what's weird is how he's holding that podium, and you got the Viking guy. So there's actually artwork showing an insurrection in Rome where it looks like they're actually staging the same thing for a photo op. Literally the same. So that's what I'm showing here. And that's not all that they faked. They didn't just fake the MAGA guys, right? They also faked some stuff for Antifa. And this photo came out ahead of time as a backstory more. But notice on this, it says Patriots. It calls the MAGA guys Patriots. Antifa would never say that. It's a fake poster. As a matter of fact, we can even show you where the clip art for it came from. I'll show you that later, but here's a video.
Look, I just left the protest at the Capitol building, and I got a big bruise on my leg. I had a difficult time pulling off the act that I was paid to do, and I'm making this video because I want to confess that I was paid to pretend to protest today. I can't say by who, but I will just say that it's a organized effort.
So as you can see, yeah, the people that were there aren't the people that we're supposed to believe that they are. And that was an Antifa protester that was paid. And we also have here showing that a son of a Brooklyn judge was there at the time as well. And next we'll have a video of CNN.
I'll give you your hug now. We did it! You were right, we did it!
Dude, I was trying to tell you. I couldn't say much.
You were right.
You just have to watch my chat.
Oh my God.
Is this not going to be the best film you've ever made in your life?
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Wait, you weren't recording, were you?
I'll delete that shit out. But I didn't record you or me. There's just voices.
So notice that video that we just watched is actually CNN anchor admitting what they're doing is staged, and even discussing about how they'll delete the videos that didn't obviously get deleted. And then here's another, this is a BLM guy that you know as Sullivan. He was actually arrested, but he was duped into going there. He's the only person that actually broke a window, and he's BLM. Some people say he's Antifa, but he's really BLM. But he was arrested, and he's not a Trump supporter. But now we're going to look at how everyone was ushered in.
Letting us in on the steps. The head guy, the head officer said he's going to his leader to see if they'll let us in to take the steps, and we can all be on the steps. So check it out. Yeah!
Because they are being killed.
Establishment! Let's go! Let's go!
Police are squabbling with protesters. Oh, there we go. And they just breached the Capitol again.
What you got? Hey, they're breaking through.
We have them handing weapons from inside the Capitol to the people outside of the Capitol. And in the previous clip, we had people dressed as Antifa attacking being stopped. Here we have the Capitol.
Fucking traitors!
They're gonna lock us in.
You can disagree with it, but respect it.
Come on.
Kill him in hell. It's my motherfucking house.
The traitors! Where's Trump?
So here we're to believe that after Viking busted into the Capitol, there was three professional cameras waiting and just to take pictures. There they are, one lens on the right, one on the left, and then of course the middle camera that we're looking at are all professional. But the truth is,
Hey, man. Glad to see you guys. You guys are fucking patriots. Look at this guy. He's got covered in blood. God bless you.
I'm good, thank you. I got shot in the face with some kind of plastic bullet.
Any chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing?
We will. I've been making sure they ain't disrespecting the place.
Okay, just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place.
I know. Hey.
so now I want to show you a video, and this is where I find it is on BitChute, and this video basically proves that that girl was not shot, that was staged as well. The gun was never pointed at her neck, it was never pointed at her, and she had a backpack with fake blood in there and stuff. But yeah, just watch this video and you be the judge. And with all this stuff, you be the judge. Let your eyes and your brain work for you. And watch this video.
Shots fired!
Now, the media has lied about this timeline, and they don't tell you the truth, but I'm going to prove to you that all of the stuff that we're seeing here happened before Trump even gave his speech. So this was not his core supporters. So let's watch this last video and notice what's going on in this video is they are watching the security monitors, waiting for the ambulance to arrive for the fake shooting victim, because Trump, being the president, has access to everything and found out what their plan was ahead of time and then adjusted his schedule to make sure his supporters never actually went over there until after the plan was done. Here he is watching the cameras. And notice the cue is when he sees the ambulance. He goes on stage. So what does all this prove? It proves that it was all a setup by Capitol Police and probably Nancy and the people inside of the building. It proves that it wasn't MAGA. It proves that Trump knew what they were going to pull and foiled their plan. And it also proves that the politicians that were inside the building that used this as an excuse to change their vote or to not talk about the fraud are treason, us politicians. Because I find it hard to believe that they were inside that building when all of this was being staged and they didn't know about it.